Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad we're in a good mood. You know, there's a war going on. There's a war happening in Eastern Europe right now. I don't know about you, but these are the kind of texts I've been getting about this. Bro, is this World War III? And people seem to be under the impression I have some kind of inside information. I don't know. All I know is that a terrible tragedy is happening right in front of our eyes. Even the Taliban is pushing for a peaceful resolution. They released a statement that says the Islamic Emirate calls for restraint by both parties. All sides need to desist from taking positions that could intensify violence. You know things are bad when the Taliban's like, hey, maybe dial it down a notch over there. The Taliban is urging Russia to resolve the crisis through dialogue and peaceful means. I don't know, it sounds like somebody's been working on themselves during the pandemic, doesn't it? Meanwhile, for some reason, Russian forces have taken Chernobyl, so mission accomplished. We did it, guys. The smoldering pile of radioactive waste is ours. By the way, I feel like at this point it's important to note the country's name is Ukraine, not the Ukraine. A lot of people are still saying the Ukraine the way your mom says the Trader Joe's, but it's not. It's Ukraine. Meanwhile, there's a very different kind of tank wreaking havoc up in Lake Tahoe, California. A bear named Hank.
Tonight, Lake Tahoe's most wanted, still on the loose. A massive 500-pound black bear nicknamed Hank the Tank, being blamed for dozens of break-ins and causing a fierce battle over his fate. The bear has damaged dozens of homes, easily smashing through windows and doors in search of food. Hank is double the size of an average black bear. Look at the size of his prints next to a man's boot.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the guy has little boots. We don't know what his boot size is. But a bear breaking into people's houses is it's known as the old reverse Goldilocks. But there are a lot of bears up at Lake Tahoe. They're populated with tons of bears, but this guy is so big, he even made Inside Edition.
Hank the Bear 911, just released.
I just watched a bear go right into the house.
The new push to capture the gargantuan black bear wreaking havoc. He surprised them in their hot tub.
He was huge.
Plus, epic faceplant in a wheelchair.
There are wheelchairs and bears tonight on Inside Edition. Wow. But back to Hank. So today the plot thickened. They ran DNA samples. They now believe the break-ins could be the work of not one, but multiple bears, which means Hank is running a syndicate of some kind. And this is good news. They're probably the first time in history somebody said, don't worry, everyone, it's not one bear, it's a whole bunch of them. Can you really rely on DNA, though? I mean, look at this guy. Are we sure Hank didn't eat those other bears, and maybe that's why? And I love that they're solving this case with bear DNA. Dick Wolf, if you're watching, there's nothing America could use more right now than a Law and Order spinoff where Ice-T solves bear-related crimes. All the honey is gone. Think about it. Or maybe Hank should have his own reality show.
If you love My 600-Pound Life, we're barely getting started. TLC and Animal Planet present My 500-Pound Bear. Hank's habit of breaking into houses has turned him into one. He'd kill for a snack, but the snacks are killing him. Now he has one last hope.
Hello.
Can Dr. Now save this buxom bear?
So let's get up and check your weight.
Will Hank the Tank have what it takes to turn his life around?
You know, your weight loss is not being impressive.
Find out Thursdays on My 500-Pound Bear, followed by an all-new Chain-Smoking Chimps. TLC, we can't believe we show it, and we can't believe you watch it.
I know, it is hard to believe. Well, we did get some positive news for a change. President Biden this morning made his choice to replace Stephen Breyer on the Supreme Court. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, or Ms. Jackson if you're nasty, will likely become the first black woman on the Supreme Court. If she is confirmed, it will mark the first time that 4 women have sat together on the court. That's something, right? 4 women. Get Whoopi in there, we'll have a show. This is kind of interesting. Judge Jackson is related by marriage to former House Speaker and bodybuilder Paul Ryan. Her husband's twin brother is the brother-in-law of Jana Ryan, who's married to Paul Ryan. So they're like this, really. They're very tight. But congratulations to Judge Jackson on this historic nomination. I, for one, can't wait to see Tucker Carlson intentionally mispronouncing your name and claiming you're a member of Antifa. You know, the House Oversight Committee, we've forgotten about this a little bit now, but has now expanded their investigation into how Trump mishandled and absconded with sensitive White House documents. When he left office, Trump reportedly took 15 boxes of documents to Mar-a-Lago with him. Many of them contained classified materials, and these are just the documents they were able to find. There's no telling how many he made Eric eat. But Trump's defense is that once they found them missing, he gave the papers back. He said the papers were given easily and without conflict on a very friendly basis, which is like saying as soon as the cops showed up, we gave back all the money we stole with a smile. Trump's position that this is no big deal, and I agree, who cares about sensitive government documents, right?
She deleted 33,000 emails.
She bleached and deleted 33,000 emails.
What she did with her emails is so criminal. She deleted 33,000 emails.
33,000 emails.
33,000 emails.
33,000 emails.
33,000 emails.
33,000 emails. 33,000 emails deleted.
She deleted every single one of them. And then she took a hammer to her telephones and she beat the hell out of the phone.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like he's, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a hypocrite, right? Speaking of Hillary's emails, in Orlando today, it was day 2 of South by Southwest, CPAC, the annual conference of crazy people acting crazy. And once again, they've assembled quite a lineup. Speakers this week included Donald Trump Jr., Sebastian Gorka, Ted Cruz, and Papa John. You know who would be great at this? The pizza guy who said the N-word. Let's get him. Tomorrow night, the hairliner will be KFC Packer himself, Donald Trump. And if you can't make it in person, slip on a pair of goggles and watch it in VR.
Experience CPAC in the metaverse. An in-person realistic experience. Hear speakers up close as if you're really there. Express yourself. Connect with others. The virtual CPAC experience happening at our booth.
Yeah, the only black people you will see at that event is the virtual ones they created for that commercial. It's funny, zoom in on that statue for a second, because even when he's 25 feet tall, still has tiny hands. The Texas blobfish known as Ted Cruz took the stage at CPAC yesterday to wow the crowd with his lively libones.
They want to destroy you. They want to silence you. They want to subjugate you. Respond with joy. Laugh at them. It drives them bananas. Okay, are leftists the least funny people on planet Earth?
No, I would say maybe this guy is.
I gotta say, Orlando is awesome. It's not as nice as Cancun. It's actually, it may not be elevation. I think it's that there are hormones that are released in your thighs when you're sitting. So you can sit at the table and there's no virus being transmitted. But if you stand up, put the mask on!
You live by the pen, you die by the pen. And my pen has got an eraser.
Your aspirations.
Aspiration. Is that like sweat on my butt?
Bernie is wearing mittens. And AOC is telling us she was murdered!
Oh, he's the best. He's the last comic sweating. You know, there are all sorts of seminars at this CPAC event with really genuinely crazy titles, so I thought we'd make a game out of it. I am going to list a title. You have to guess if it's a real CPAC panel or one we made up, all right? Here we go. First, the moron in chief. Is that a real panel or fake? Fake. Let's say it is, no, that's real. Okay, next. Fire Fauci, real or fake? Real. It is Yes, it is real. Next, put him to bed, lock her up, and send her to the border. Is that a real or fake panel? And it is. Yes, it's real. Next, lockdowns and mandates. Now do you understand why we have a Second Amendment? Real or fake? We were split on this one. It's real. And one more. Drill, dummy, drill. Real or fake? No, they're all real. They're all real. And wonderful. The whole thing is basically a master class for people who don't have any. You won't see many masks at CPAC, and as of today, you might not see many of them around here either. The indoor mask mandate has been lifted in LA, not in our studio. We'll be wearing them until Christmas, but those who are now fully vaccinated are allowed to go maskless indoors at places that screen vaccination status. I don't know, does anyone else not trust it? This feels like the moment in the Godzilla movie where the scientists go, I can't believe how easy it was to kill Godzilla, and then they get eaten by Godzilla. The CDC also relaxed their mask guidelines today. They now say most of the country will be able to ditch their masks as long as infection rates remain under control. In other words, after a careful analysis of all the latest research, the CDC concluded that nobody's listening to them anyway. So just go ahead and do whatever. Now that there are no mask mandates, what are the anti-maskers going to do? I mean, you know, a lot of people, these stake their whole identity on being a freedom fighter at Baskin-Robbins. How are they going to express that rage now? What do they have to show for it except for like a hysterical YouTube video of them kicking over a Macy's mannequin? Only time will tell. But while we wait, we take the opportunity to open the Corona time capsule, look back at how far we've come in the February edition of This Month in COVID History.
This month in COVID history, it's February 2021, and the U.S. has vaccine mania. It's finally time to relax.
This is not a time to relax.
It's finally not a time to relax.
Cases and hospitalizations could go back up with new variants as they emerge.
Thanks, President Party Poopy Pants.
Joe Biden has had the most disastrous first month of any president in modern history.
Joe Biden has created a humanitarian catastrophe.
Biden killed thousands of American jobs.
Joe Biden has managed to take away every girl's dream of excelling in her chosen sport.
What a busy month. And now, history with MTG.
9/11 absolutely happened.
And now you know. Newsflash.
Mr. Potato Head is going gender neutral.
Not that newsflash. This one.
Millions are still without power in Texas in the middle of record-breaking cold.
But who's responsible?
All these windmills.
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 Windmills. Windmills.
Windmills.
The power grid in the state became totally reliant on windmills.
Fact check. No, it didn't.
It got cold last night, and the windmills froze.
Windmills don't work when it's freezing.
It just shows that fossil fuel is necessary.
We cannot go down this road of green energy.
Where we're going, we don't need roads, says Ted, cruising altitude. But this Cancun cowboy can take the heat.
Ted Cruz blamed the decision on his daughters.
He'll do anything for his little princess. See you in March for This Month in COVID History.
All right, well, she takes after Mom. If you like that video, then put a ring on it. Click the subscribe button below.